Well, hello everybody and happy Tuesday. I am feeling a fair bit better. I'm cautiously optimistic that I'm going to continue to feel better, but I keep saying that and then having to take time off. So we'll see what happens, but for the time being, things seem to be all right. We missed our Thursday stream last week, so hopefully that won't happen again this week, but we do have once more Paper Mario: The Thousand-Year Door, which rhymes. I'm gonna... No! Ugh. I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die from flinging myself into the water. Thank you, Chrono. I just want to butt stomp this thing. There we go. That's better. Yes, the Nibbles cameo. I don't even know if it counts as cameos if you have fallen in the water 14 times. That's right, folks. 14 times. Look at how many HPs I'm missing. Those are all from accidental encounters with Nibbles. I'm really good at this. It looks like it should be butt stompable. Thank you. I'm glad to know that you're in agreement with me. Alright, so last time we had a surprisingly touching moment convincing a sailor to get on a boat. We actually got, by the way, if you find this interesting, we got some really interesting insight, I think it's interesting, into the translation. And the choices that they made, and kind of a bit more insight into what the original Japanese was like during that section of the game. If you go back and read that in the YouTube comments, there is a long comment on last episode explaining that stuff, which is good because it was really beautiful, and I like hearing a little bit more about the process. It gives me an interesting insight into the decisions that go into this, because like I'm not a translator, you know, I'm a writer, and I've come to have a better understanding and appreciation of translation, but because when I write, I'm so, I think, careful and intentional a lot of the time about the words that I use, the sentence structure that I go with, the tone and the rhetoric and all of that. I'm kind of fascinated by the way that process is applied to translation, so it's neat. But outside of that, we got a ship. It's very colorful. We've got a friend. He's very colorful and has a big pointy nose. We got a sailor. We are ready to go to the cursed pirate island. Are you ready to go to a cursed pirate island? I feel like we should sing the pirate boat song from Wandersong while we're on our way. Because, well, I do think it's interesting, like, you can see how a lot of these more modern indie games were inspired by, because the people who made them presumably grew up playing games from this era. So I actually wouldn't be surprised. I mean, it's clear to me that Wandersong drew inspiration from Majora's Mask in some sections. I wonder, because the vibe of this game feels like it could actually work pretty well with the vibe of that game, that I wouldn't be surprised if maybe this was an inspiration for it as well. So, I don't know. We'll see. If you haven't yet played Wandersong, it has some really frustrating, badly done platforming sections, but if you can get through those, it's a really well-written, beautifully conceived and executed game that goes surprisingly deep and dark places, given how cute and colorful it seems at first glance. It's neat. I think it's neat. I recommend it. Alright, we've got more dialogue, folks. I'm gonna read some more. If I could just get my mitts on that treasure, I'd never work again. By Cromedy. By Cromedy. I've never heard that phrase before. I think maybe they made it up. But maybe they didn't. There's a lot of phrases out there. I could frolic all day like a big bloomin' sea turtle. Don't hurt to dream, do it. Does he have mitts? That's... I don't know. Pleased to meet your acquaintance. Bahaha. Yeah, okay, that guy hasn't updated what he said. But I thought the other guy said something new. Okay, yeah, this is the same. Okay, maybe the other guy did say the thing about his mitts and I forgot it. I wish I knew for sure whether or not my older brother was on Keelhaul Key. Well, we'll find out. Why is there not? Why is there not a secret thing? There should be a secret thing. Secret, secret, secret. Oh well. I'm gonna jump up here and talk to you. Hello. I only streamed today. Okay, yeah. I remember that you said that last time. Yes. Okay. They've said all of those things. So maybe I just forgot what this guy said. I wonder. Woo, can we talk to the captain? Don't I talk to Flavio? It's Flavio or Flavio? Is it like Flavio? Fabio? Or flavor? I don't know. Ah, the smell of the sea. I'd forgotten how sweet a scent it can be. Alright, that's our guy. Alright, hold on. Do you have anything to say about him, Kumbella? That's Admiral Bobbery. All the dock workers call him a legendary helmsman. I don't know if that's true, but he definitely seems like the most capable sailor here. I know he's been through a lot, but I'm glad we brought him around, aren't you? I like her. Alright, now we talk to the captain, Flavio. That makes sense to me. I knew you would get Bobbery on board, you wonderful mustached man. They missed the opportunity to say mustachioed. I'm sorry, but mustachioed is way more dramatic, and I like it. I like it. It's a word that I use when I'm being silly, and that feels very in keeping with Flavio, doesn't it? Doesn't that kind of silly over-the-topness? I don't know. To you, I must say, ahoy! I was wise to choose you as captain. Oh, that's right, I forgot I was the captain. Ahoy to me as well. Apparently the word hello is relatively new, and prior to hello, they used to say ahoy as a greeting. Or so I read on the internet, which doesn't necessarily mean it's true, but isn't that potentially interesting? I think it's worth noting that things that you take for granted as being an essential, ordinary, everyday part of your language maybe actually hasn't been around all that long. Just a few generations. I don't know. It's interesting. Somebody else who knows more about the history of the English language than me would have to confirm that. I've studied it, but A, my memory is like a sieve, and B, I'm not actually an expert. I just read a lot and listened to a lot and dug in. If only I retained the things that I learned. Ahoy! My men have already loaded our cargo and supplies. Yes, preparations are complete. If you have no errands, we can depart at once. What do you say? Shall we set sail? I think so. I can't think of anything. Is there anything I haven't done that I was going to do? I think we should just dive on into chapter 5. I think we should just dive on in. I'm going to do it. 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 You ready? Yes. Yeah, let's shove off. Or else, no, not yet. I do appreciate, it was pointed out actually by our translator friend, that these answers, they're more than just yes or no. Apparently in the Japanese, they're more likely to just be yes or no, but they managed to incorporate more personality into both the writing and Mario himself by, yeah, let's shove off. You know, just a much more interesting line, much more dynamic. Anchors away, yes. Set sail for adventure. We've got a bunch of phrases going on here. Good job. Very well. To the sea. Raise anchor and set sails for thrills and emotion. And romance. And money. Gotta have all four. Our destination is Dread Keelhaul Key. Which is usually spelled C-A-Y but pronounced key. Or Q-U-A-Y but pronounced key. There's actually a Queen's Key in Toronto, and it's spelled like the word queen and then key, Quay. So have fun with that. I couldn't tell you why that pronunciation is that way. Maybe we can blame this on some other language that English beat up. No, Peter, I think that hello is a couple of different words smushed together, just like goodbye is God be with you. So. Well, we can always blame English, because English did beat up those other languages and take their words. Although sometimes it was that the other cultures beat up English and their words got pushed into English. Great fun. Great fun. The history of the English language is really interesting. It is a mess. It is such a mess. All right, somebody says, wait up! In all caps. Oh, we got a little buddy. Here's the ship, very dramatic. Whoa! 3D camera angles. Folks, did you see that camera spin around? Truly, this is the toppest of top-notch technology. Ah! This guy was totally hiding behind the thing I kept trying to get into. Oh, good, Whooper. I'm glad to know that both English and French are responsible for this. English is way more than 2 languages in a trench coat. It's like 5 languages in a trench coat that beat somebody up in the back alley and took their lunch money. This is X01 here. Come back, dude. I repeat, X01 here. Over. Come back, dude. I love that this guy is trying to like speak in like the official like I don't know what's it called. Just like the lingo that you would use for this like sort of militaristic like message code speak thing. But then come back, dude. What are you, a prinny? I like this song. I like this song. Roger, reading you 5 by. Infiltration is successful. X-Not Black aboard vessel. I like this song. It doesn't sound like the kitchen sink. It doesn't have goofy instrumentation or obnoxious little like things thrown in there. It just sounds like a piece of music. So I like it. No offense, Thousand Year Door soundtrack, but you are weird as hell. That's alright. I know people love it, so. I do really like some of the songs. I have thought about covering, well, he was talking about, not Stiltskin, not Rumple, not Blooper. What's his name? Boo. I named him Boo something. That wasn't his name. Boopliss. Thank you. I remembered the Boo part, but I didn't remember the name. If you have wondered about the state of my memory, it has not been that long since Boopliss was on screen. And his name is a major plot point. And I still don't remember it. Oh, hopefully that'll change. I'm getting more iron. My brain will get more oxygen. Ostensibly, the memory might recover. Some fingers. If he had a cow, if he was a cow, his name would be Boopliss. Yes. All right. Good. Excellent. Excellent. I like the direction this comedy is going. Thank you, Chrono. Alright. His gooey counterpoint would be named Boopliss. Oh, man. If he had a twin, would they be named Twopliss? Now that would be... Well, okay, then the question there, Blue Glass, is the TW because there's 2 of them, or is it TW because of the word twin? So is it Twopliss or Twopliss? That's an important question. If he was an axolotl, his name would be Whoopliss. Whoopless and Whooper can be friends. Zookeeper, would he be Zoopless? I'm sorry, I just really enjoy this sort of thing so much. Yes, this is an invitation to anyone on YouTube. Feel free to continue adding to this party. Alright, so, in case you were fooled by the incredible subterfuge of the mysterious member of your crew, they're letting you know that an X-Knot is on the loose. Oh my god. If he were a cobbler, he'd be called Shoepless. If he wore a shell, he'd be Coopless. Oh, that's good, Blue Glass, especially because that's specifically referencing within this game. If he was a pigeon, he could be called Coopless. That's true. We have two different Cooplesses, but they're different names because they're spelled differently. Quite a chef, that's Soupless. I'm sorry, I'm really having fun with this. Oh man, good times, good times. Repeat, X-Knot Black is on board the vessel. Okay, so this X-Knot is reporting home instead of necessarily keeping in touch with our guy. Boopliss. You forgot his name. Or if he's an owl. Boopliss. If he holds the team together, would he be Gloopless? If he collected animals, he'd be Zoopless. If he was a marsupial, he'd be Roopless, or perhaps Marsoupless, I think. If it was a cat, he could be Mewpless. I kind of like Marsoupless. I think that's pretty good. If he were a wolf, he would be a Whoopless. When he steals your form, which he does, he's Youpless. That is a good point, Jando, and again, relevant to game story points. Oh no, not that kind of Uwoo-plus. That's okay, we did have the Deathbringer that we called the Uwoo-bringer in Horizon Zero Dawn. Oh, I'm a very serious streamer. Anyway. Chapter 5. The Key to Pirates. I don't think that works. I mean, we're going to a key. That word's usually spelled differently. Because of both English and French, we can blame it on them. I don't know. Thank you, Blue Glass. I was thinking it. That's a reference. That's an inside joke because that's making fun of Umaro from Final Fantasy VI, who I don't like, so I name him Woo. So he's Woo-plus. Oh, wrestling move could be suplex. Suplex. Suplexiplex? I don't know, man. I don't know if they're ghost pirates. There's a pirate curse, so they could be ghosts. But we literally just had ghosts. There's been a lot of undead in this, come to think of it. We do have demons. Demons are officially on the menu because we're going up against a big bad that is a demon. Unless it's not actually a demon and it's misunderstood and the guy on the rooftops was pulling my leg. Which would never happen. Because if there's one person you can believe to tell the truth, it's the weird, mysterious storyteller who hangs out on the roofs of the rogue town. Definitely. No question. I suppose Vivian is a shadow creature of some sort. Well, he just knows the best way of parting me from my money. Give me a story. If he was lying, that would be a scam. That's funny. I've been thinking about doing book stream things if I get the energy. I've been reading more books, so. You can't trust strangers on the roof? Who can you trust? It's a good question. Alright, the key to pirates is treasure? Look at the like little hand-drawn sun. Alright. Month, star, Day X Circle. Over the protests of my crew, the SS Flavio has set sail. Is this voyage as reckless as they say? Ah, I must scoff. Flavio will show them guts. The set is changing. Month star, day XX. Another day of good wind. White clouds, they dazzle me. It is as if they are blessing our voyage. Flavio thanks them most heartily. I'm sorry. The melodramatic voices are the most fun for me because I can't do actual acting, but I can do over-the-top bad acting. Oh, I love that. I love the spinning wheel in the background. Month star, day X music note. Things are going smoothly, yet I am filled with dread. At this speed, we should reach our destination by tomorrow's sunrise. Skull Captain casts his gaze, red jewel shines and plays, Bombassa Boom Festival. That's the song he keeps singing. We should probably make a note of this. Skull Captain casts his gaze. So probably we're gonna look for the skeleton of a pirate captain. There will be a red jewel where he's looking, and then there'll be a festival and music and maybe fireworks. I don't know. The Stash Brothers, best of friends. 3 times Red Stash lands on his head. I'm gonna fall on my butt 3 times, which fine. Maybe I should have stayed at the inn so I had some health. Well, it's fine. Because I have regen. Blue Stash's belly 4 times is whacked. So let's hear those fireworks go boom. I knew there were fireworks in this song. I don't remember the details. I don't remember anything, but I did remember fireworks. See, but you assume Red Stash is going to be talking about Mario because he wears red and has a stash, and he has a brother who also has a stash. However, he's not a blue stash, he's a green stash. So maybe there'll be like a fake Mario and Luigi on the island. Oh man, I went to go see the live action Mario movie on Friday with my friends at this cool, weird, indie, queer theater monthly collective thingum. They're putting on Xanadu next month and I want to do that. But it was so much fun. They had people dressing up in costumes playing Mario Kart in advance on the big screen. So actually one of my favorite comic writers was there dressed as like a 6.5 foot tall Wario playing Wario. Or no, Waluigi. Playing Waluigi in Mario Kart and getting his butt kicked. It was amazing. They had a drag performer as a sexy piranha plant. Sort of. It was great. And we were all like laughing and cheering and hollering during the movie. It was a good time. So that was good. And I made it through the entire time. So maybe I'm getting stamina. So I'm going to try to push myself a little bit, see what I can get done. See if maybe my health is coming back to me. My brain might not be, but maybe my body will. That's step 1, I think. All right. At a Bombassa Boom Festival. Okay, well, the reason why there's so much booming, it's not the fireworks. Like, do you see how many bob-ombs we have? That's 3 bob-ombs. We don't usually have bob-ombs just hanging out in multiples in the party. So it would make sense for there to be a kaboom involved, yes. So there's something about the red has to fall over 3 times. The blue one gets his belly jumped on 4 times, I think. That's going to be the hint. Yes, now we are talking. Flavio told you, did he not? Nothing to fear, no. The island is right before our eyes. Do you not see it? It is a mountain of treasure. Oh ho ho! I feel fabulous. Shall I tell you one of my many tales of raw bravery? No, it is no trouble at all. There I was, locked in deadly combat with a sea serpent. Yes, but even then I smiled, for I knew I'd prevail. I had the beast licked, for I am Flavio. He was giant, massive, a huge drink of man-eater, but even now, you know, I could take him, yes. Where was I? Oh, yes, but even then I smiled, and then he loops. Sorry. Flavio is exactly the sort of character. Clearly what I need to do to get my voice acting career off the ground is find the most ridiculous over-the-top character parts. That is apparently my calling. That is my typecast. Everyone thinks, oh, we'll typecast Lauren as a mom for some reason. Like the only voice acting I've ever done was as a mom. But no, give me the melodramatic, overacted fools. I can be Flurry, yes, absolutely. All right, great, he started again. A tale of bravery, right? I heard this one yesterday. There's nowhere to escape to. We just have to listen until he's finished. Yeah, if you interrupt him mid-story, he absolutely loses it too. Did you hear that? The music just got creepy, creepers, creeple steeples. Woo, woo, woo. Sorry. Isn't it interesting what a musical vocabulary has been created? The moment that the creepy music comes in, you notice it, but all the elements of it tell you this is creepy ghost horror spooky town. So we've got like, there's something about the chords that they're doing. I can't tell you about the chords, but the chords are creepy. But we've got these like discordant piano ding 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 that sounds horrific. We've kind of got like a woo sound that's almost but not quite theremin, thank you, Whooper. I'm glad you can tell what I mean as I pantomime playing the air with my theremin. But it's not just the presence of the woo theremin. It's that weird haunted piano sound as well. That's great. So yeah, this music tells me that creepiness is happening quite effectively. We sure do have a lot of creepiness in this game, which I don't seem to recall there being creepy monster, evil, undead, like ghostly, haunted, nasty bone monstrosities in the original. Like obviously like Bo is in the game, and so like we've got boos, but there's a difference between like boos that hang out with you and kind of maybe have their slightly spooky mansion, and like everything practically is about the undead. So that must be the presence of a demon as the main big bad. Why is the... What? Wait, what's going on here? The ship's stopping. Oi, Master Flavio! Awful sorry to interrupt that wicked story. Gotta flatter him a little bit so he doesn't mind that he's being interrupted as much. And yeah, there's always been like the ghost monster, skeleton monster like enemies in the Mario world, but I feel like the first Paper Mario didn't have such a reliance on spooky horrors. I mean, they're not really spooky because it's Paper Mario. They're a little bit spooky. They're trying to be spooky. They're like kind of playful children's spooky. But the ship's stopped. He's yammering away. That's the thing. The characters that yammer, I relate. Am I not melodramatic? What does this say about me? Did the first chapter have us pulling up the deadness skill? Oh, was that in there were the dry bones. There were a lot of dry bones. We were wondering about the dry bones and the Koopa skeletons and what that means about our friend's dad if he was dead. So, yeah, there was a lot of that. So yeah, right from the beginning, like they're like, ooh, spooky, which I wonder, because I am obviously playing this game as a big old grown-up. If you were a kid of the intended target age for this game, would this seem spooky, or would this seem like it's all funny? Nothing's actually spooky. Or is it like Goosebumps, where you know it's silly, but you're like, oh, I'm so scared. Scooby-Doo level. Okay, yeah. Ah, stopped, you say to me, after interrupting a story of passion and fury. Luigi's Mansion is pretty silly. I watched my roommate play it. In a sense, that probably would have been me, because I was also scared of everything as a kid, and I'm still scared of many things as an adult. Okay, Blade Tiger, that's good to know. Thank you. This is kind of what I wanted to check in. And so that's about kind of what I expected. That depending on your level of scared of things, like how easily scared you are, it's either spooky, but not too spooky, or it's fun, haha, not really spooky, but like spooky flavored, which is, I think, about right. I think that that's a good calibration for the audience and for Mario. Spooky scale. Okay, honestly, that is a very important thing for me to be able to spell out, because like I said, I'm easily scared, so I can't play scary games or read scary books or watch scary things on TV or movies or whatever. So I have thought a lot about spooky and scary things, and I have ways of like expressing like different ways that things can be spooky and what scares me and what doesn't scare me. Oh yeah, Are You Afraid of the Dark was way too scary for me as a kid. It was kind of like Twilight Zone for children, and there were a few episodes that I made the mistake of watching with friends, and then I couldn't sleep for a few nights, even though I was like, 11, 12, a little older than you might expect to be that scared of that show. But that's me. I thought Little Shop of Horrors was a horror movie when I was a child. Maybe it was just the episodes I saw. I didn't watch Are You Afraid of the Dark regularly because, again, I don't do scary. Ugh. Alright, well, Flavio does not approve of being interrupted. Well, it is your job to keep the ship moving, yes? So take care of it. Oh, aye, Flavio. I'll get on it right quick. Wait a tick. The thing is, books feel more real to me than movies and TV and games generally, because I get completely sucked in, so they are in fact the worst, potentially. I don't know, really. It's all bad. I can't handle any of it. The game, The Seventh Guest, traumatized me for life when I was a child. It's actually campy as all can be, but it, like, I will start crying if I hear the music from it. Which is unfortunate because the label that I used to work for released the soundtrack of that game, and I'm friends with the composer's kid. So I've said to her, like, tell your dad that his music has scarred me for life. He was like, thanks. Yeah, that's fun. Anyway, I'm glad this game is not actually horror, but a lot of the games that people recommend for me to play are in some degree horror, like Omori, and I'm like, I would love to play the stuff that I would like in Omori, but it's a psychological horror game. It's right there in the first sentence in Wikipedia. It's probably not a good idea. Unfortunately. Tragically. Neither your zombie games nor your psychological horror games are good for Lauren. I know, me too, but the first description of it is like, Omori is a psychological horror game, and I was like, whoa, well, alright then. That's not like, oh, it's a fantasy adventure game with horror elements, then I might be like, oh, okay, maybe. No, the first description. Oh yeah, X-Files scared me too when I was a kid. And then there was this show I really liked that was It was a horror show for kids, so I could just about handle it when I was like 17 or 18. It was called So Weird. It was X-Files for kids, and I loved it. But it was like right at the edge because it was designed to be scary for 11-year-olds. So at like 18, I could sometimes handle it. Oh man. Oh man. I'm glad to know that we are all bonding over the things that traumatized us as children. So Weird. Okay, Chrono. The thing is, So Weird has this overarching story that is melodramatic and tragic, and the main character is very serious. This tragic, like, young musician whose father passed away, and she inherited his ability to talk to ghosts. And so every episode is like the flavor of the month ghost, and it's like somebody died tragically, and you have to, like, get to the bottom of it and solve the drama and tragedy of their death, and it's just... While she's also on the quest, I think, of trying to find her father's ghost so that she can make her peace with him because she never got to say goodbye. Like, man. And she, like, travels the country, like with her mom, like, in this like, van or something. I loved that show. It's so up my alley. And, like, the ghost stuff usually didn't quite cross the line of being too scary for me. Man, I haven't watched An American Tail in a long, long time, but it definitely had elements that were spooky when I was really little. But Fievel Mouskowitz was one of Lauren Leibowitz's favorite characters. We had some things in common. Man. I used to be convinced that Fievel Mouskowitz lived behind my television and I could leave notes for him, which I did. I was a child. I was an imaginative weirdo. Oh, man. I was not 2 inches tall, but I was pretty little. I was like 4 or 5 at the time. And I have this... It's horrifically offensive. I completely recognize that it's horrifically offensive. But for me, being from like a mixed heritage family, it was very, very appropriate. I felt seen. I have this. I'm not that short anymore, Chrono. I'm not tall, but I'm not that short. I grew a lot and then I never grew again. But I have this Christmas stocking with Fievel on it, which is horrifying. But for me, I was like, this is for me. This I'm seen because I celebrate Christmas. But my last name is Leibowitz. So yeah. Anyway, I would like to think that these days McDonald's knows not to put Jewish characters on Christmas things, but you know, maybe I'm giving them too much credit. Anyway, spooky music for spooky conversations. Yeah, no, it's the sort of thing that's like, it's like just you don't do that. But for me, when I was a little kid, I was like, this is for me. Yeah, no, and it's so actively a part of his story, a part of the movie, like the whole point, like everything, like his identity is not subtle. But that was the 80s. We've made a little progress since the 80s. Well, when did that movie come out? Like 88? So, yeah. So I keep that stocking, and it's part of my holiday decorations, but I do, like, let my Jewish family know. If they come and they see my decorations, I'm like, yeah. So I've got the menorah and the Christmas tree and Fievel on the Christmas stocking. It's just, we're just doing that. Yeah, no, it's like, that's what the story is about. It's literally about religious persecution of the Jews. 86. Okay, well, anyway, that's a bit of a tangent, but I do think that wouldn't fly these days. I would like to think in the past 35 years. God, we've grown that much. Or however many years it's been. I don't know. It's been years. Anyway, back to Paper Mario. The 1,000-year door 37. Thanks, Adam. I don't math. This brain is not working well enough to do basic arithmetic on the fly. I think you could make a movie with concepts like An American Tail anymore. in some ways. I think that people have made all sorts of movies about people's cultural heritage. Oh, you mean like they couldn't make something as scary for kids? Yeah, the 80s had a lot of really scary things for kids. I don't know, man. There's a lot of things out there that do actually touch on some heavy stuff. But I don't know. I'm not the decision maker. Then again, it's possible that we're witnessing what I hope will be a transformation in Hollywood and the entertainment industry in general, with the writers and the actors on strike together. Maybe we'll be able to pull some of the power away from the big studios that are both responsible for the lack of creative freedom and originality, and the emphasis on making as much money as possible with as little effort as possible by reusing the same IPs over and over again until you squeezed every last drop out of it, and then you still keep squeezing more, with also trying to screw over the people who actually have to make the movies as much as possible. Hi, Sarah Hyde. I'm sorry you're raiding. I've gone off on a tangent here. This is what I do. We were talking about spooky stories because we're playing this. The music just got spooky here. But we got off on a tangent, then we started talking about movies from the 80s and how spooky they were. So yeah, we're playing a very scary horror game. Oh man. You know what? It's gonna be really hard to top last chapter's partner. When Vivian showed up, I thought she was going to be like, okay, I don't know if you've played the Suikoden games, but in the Suikoden games, there's always the antagonists that you're really like upset that you have to keep fighting them because you're like, why can't you just join me? Why can't you just be on my side? And it's really sad. So I was like, okay, we're probably just gonna have to keep fighting Vivian forever, and that's gonna make me really sad. And then she joins you, and I was like, well, this is going to be a temporary thing. They're allowing me to have Vivian in my party because they know that's literally all I want out of this game is to have Vivian in my party. And then they're going to take her away from me at the end. And then they didn't. And I was just like, hold on, I need a moment. Because she's the best. I mean, I love Goombella. I love my little gossip queen. She's so great. And I loved Goombario. He was my favorite part of the first game. So I was like, nobody is going to be have like any chance of replacing Goombella as my favorite partner. But that's because I didn't actually think that Vivian was going to join my party. Vivian is the best. Yes, I did cry during Bobbery's, but it was so beautifully written. And actually, it turns out the English version, the translation, is more, I think more powerful than what I've heard of the Japanese version, which is interesting. Yeah, no, Chapter 3 was super fun. It had some great characters. I really enjoyed it. That was when I started to enjoy the game. Didn't really like the first two chapters, and so I was really unsure if I wanted to keep going through the game. Then I got to the glitch pit, and I was like, oh, okay, we're good. And then Chapter 4 was like obnoxious, but Vivian joined your party, so nothing else matters. Yeah, no, Sarah, I can get and appreciate and respect that. But, you know, they can't take that away from us because we know that, and we can love her and support her for that. So Vivian is the best. And I will beat up anybody who messes with her. Because I wouldn't have to, because she's actually, you know, she's a princess who doesn't need rescuing, but she would probably be like, oh my god, you're trying to rescue me? Oh, that's so sweet. Blush. I really want somebody to have written an AU fanfic where Goombella and Vivian are college roommates. I think that would be delightful. Oh man. Anyway, I haven't yet met all of the rest of the partners that we're gonna meet, but like, I'm just like, no, nobody can win. I'm sorry. I even really like Flurry, aside from having some objections to her character design. Mostly, I just think she's very fun to read out loud. Flavio is also really fun to read out loud, but I'm glad he's not my partner. I'm still wondering whether... So I misread a certain name because I do that. So Jennifer White, the Bob-omb. I'm wondering if that individual is gonna show up again. Because I don't think Bobbery is actually gonna be my companion. Yes, Jennifer White. Anyway, hello, I'm Lauren the Flute. This is how I stream. This is what I do. Feel free to pull up a chair and hang out. What were you up to, Sarah? Were you playing some Paper Mario or were you playing something else fun? I'm gonna click the button. Pikmin 4! Oh man. Okay, full disclosure, I've actually never played a Pikmin game myself. I did watch someone play the first Pikmin and then apparently they made more, but I didn't have the consoles to play any of them. But it looks cute and there's a dog and that's pretty great. I hope you had fun. Are you enjoying it? I'm gonna hit the button and maybe do a little bit more dialogue if you don't mind. I don't really do voices, but I do read the thing out loud because some folks have had requested that in the past because I read too fast. And that way people who are not able to look at the screen for whatever reason, they can also share in the story with us. Wait, hold on. What is that? Is that like... Whoa! Oh my god. Oh, is that cute little fireball calcifer critter gonna be my friend? Or is that gonna be my enemy? I can't tell. Okay. Yeah, I'm working on it. Just wait a Goomba stomping moment, you scallywags. Oh man. Oh man. Oh, sorry, you're hearing the sounds from my... Let me close this so you don't hear the sounds from my chats. Alright. Oh my god, Fen Whisper, that's actually like the perfect quote for this moment. Piracy! Because we have a ship. Also, this is a totally legitimate copy of the game on my totally legitimate GameCube. Oh man. Goomba Stompin' does sound like an in-universe microaggression when you put it that way. Alright. Where did Calcifer go? Calcifer! Oi! Quit shoving, eh? I'm working over here. I said quit shoving! Still got that really earthboundy sound font going on. Okay. Well, that's cool. This is clearly not a song you're supposed to listen to for 3 seconds, so presumably it's going to continue for the rest of this scene. Oh no! Bob is running around. He runs back down. They're here! He's running in place. What is this ruckus now? Who is here? Will someone tell me what is going on? Get grooving with the music, Flavio. Oh, there's a whole bunch of calcifers. Ooh, ooh. My roommate's gonna be like, what is going on in there? No, they're upon us. The pirate ghosts. Oh man, it's just a pile of angry calcifers. All them rumors were true. Everybody's freaking out. You know, there's not a single soul on the ship who's not freaking out. You didn't sign up for that, Mr. X-Naught, did you? What? What do we do? We gotta get out of here. Ah. Are we all just gonna like jump into the water? Because that would be a bad idea. That's not a good solution. Do not panic yourselves. This is just a dream that we are all having. Awake. Absolutely, Flavio. Impeccable logic. Now, quickly, move the boat. Now they're just showing off how many of these things they can load. They keep doing that. That is a lot of calcifers. It's a lot. Oh, this guy's getting big. Oh, ghostly oohing thing. Are you really the savage pirate king? There's even more. They loaded more. Ah, help me. Amazing. Buck up now, everyone. Remain civilized. Relax. Don't panic. Okay, is that Bobbery? Relax, 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 I say. You simply must take it easy. Or, what? Whoa. Chaos. Chaos. Forget that. Make a path. I missed a line as I looked away. I don't know what that person just said. Somebody just said something, but we are apparently not listening to it. We're making a path. Press Z? I don't know if I have Z on my controller anywhere. Hold on. No, it doesn't seem to be working. Okay. Somebody jumped in the water. Bobbery! Look alive, man! Ah, we must get out of here! Abandoned ship! Every rich, marvelous merchant for himself! We're literally... Wait, is the whole ship going down? Well, that's not good. I would not recommend jumping off the ship into ghost-infested waters. Generally not recommended. Too much fire made the ship too heavy. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely, Victor Ghost. I think you're correct. Okay, month star, day X star. Fortune from disaster. The kindly sea washed us ashore. What strange irony that this island was our intended destination all along, no? And yet we mourn. We have lost 3 crew members, including Admiral Bobbery. Oh no. It pains me to think they were taken by the Pirate King, that ghostly thing. What happens to us now, ah? We may be lost without hope, stricken in the wilds. Sorry, we need the drama. Month star, day X heart. We have made a semblance of civilized life here. Oh no, is this going to be that chapter? The ship's flotsam washed in, and we now have salty bread and other salty things. We can live for some time on the salty bounty of the sea. But then what, I ask? Month, star, day, circle, circle. We have built a few huts from the washed up timbers. Okay, so the ship is no more. It went smash. Ah, poor sweet SS Flavion. At least the shanties keep out the wind and rain. They don't mean sea shanties like singing. They mean like a lean-to, like a hut. Why does the word shanty mean simultaneously a kind of song and a kind of like construction? Who thought that was a good idea? Are the words related? Did they enter the English language from 2 different points? Because a lot of times when you have a word that means 2 very dissimilar things, they weren't the same. I'm sorry. I can't not ask these questions. I'm literally physically incapable of not wanting to know. I may immediately forget, but I still want to know. They're both from French. Okay. Did we bastardize 2 different words in French into the same word in English? Oh, I guess shanty like a song. Like chant. Yeah. Okay. That's regular French. But it's spelled with a C, right? Cuz okay. 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 So it's chanté and chantier. And they both got turned into shanty. I can absolutely see that happening. Well, when I learned that the word Mayday is actually M''AIDER, AIDZ, help me, in French. It's fun. Yeah, I know chanter is the verb to sing. So I was saying, so there's chanter and there's chantier, which would be the IER. But I can see how if you don't speak French and you hear those words, you would hear. And that's not quite necessarily something that those of us who only speak English would know. I've studied French for about 5 years. I'm not any good, but I did study it. So, yeah, Mayday. Mayday is an English approximation of saying the French word "help me." That right there, which is similar to Mayday. If I were to say it with a terrible American accent, that's what it would sound like. Isn't that interesting? So if you're like your plane is going down or something like that, and you're calling for help, Mayday, Mayday, help me, help me. Isn't that interesting? And yet Mayday, spelled M-A-Y-D-A-Y, in English now is a term of its own that specifically refers to that kind of circumstance. So it's not like the word help me in general. It's specifically like if you're going down or something like that and you need to be rescued. Mayday, Mayday. I'm so glad to know that the random things that have filled my brain over the years are of interest to you folks. Buckaroo came from Vaquero? Oh, that's interesting. I can see that actually because B and V are really easily interchanged. And so people who are like native Spanish speakers, sometimes in trying to say words in English that have a V, it'll sound like a B or the other way around. It's really interesting. So I can absolutely see that. Man, there's a lot of things like that. I just think Mayday is funny because it's one of the ones that's most comprehensible. It's such a great illustration of what it is. Language. It's so cool. I love it so much. Anyway, here, shanties. Despite having been on the sea, we are not talking about singing to keep out the wind and the rain. We are talking about our little huts. We still have had no sign of Bobbery and the others, and my heart, she doubts. I'm sorry, I have to do this stupid sigh as much as humanly possible. Still, despite my fears, we must continue to hope that they are alive somewhere. Month star. Day circle X. 3 days on the isle now, and the huts are all finished. You know, it felt like it was more than 3 days with the way this was going, my goodness. We have carved a life out here, that we all dream of a return to Rogueport. Time is just... You're a child. You don't know how time passes. You don't know how long voyages take. None of this makes any sense, so it's fine. They could just arbitrarily tell you it's been 3 days, and that's long enough to build huts and create shelter and make a life and all that stuff. Like, whatever. What do you know? You're 10. Oh, I heard footsteps. Keelhaul key. Oi, Captain Stash. That's me. This looks like this is going to be more 3D than the areas usually are. It's jungle music. Yeah. You can tell it's jungle music because of the percussion. There's a lot of hand percussion. This is really good. Please tell me that some of the percussionists in the VGM scene have covered this song. Sorry. It's really catching. So this is very similar. It draws from inspirations that are shared by Isla's theme from Chrono Trigger and Fire Eyes from Secret of Evermore. They have a very similar vibe. In fact, I can't remember it offhand because I actually have lost a lot of the music from that game. But I bet the Caveman's music in Live Alive probably has some overlap. I don't actually know that there's a track quite like this on the Terra Enigma soundtrack, although you might think there would be. Does Earthbound? Earthbound has an area that's jungle-y. Does it also have similar to this? Oh, it doesn't? Okay. I don't remember the music from Live Alive, really, so I was just guessing. I mean, it tends to have melodic music because it is Shimomura, and she is generally good at melodies. I just don't like the soundtrack to Mario RPG. Like at all. I'm sorry. That's my VGM hot take. That's the one my friends would all disown me for. But yeah, this is particularly reminiscent of the prehistoric music from Chrono Trigger and Fire Eyes from Secret of Evermore. Yeah, I think Deep Darkness is the Earthbound area I'm thinking of. I think. I don't remember what its music sounds like. Alright, back to the game. I got distracted by the music, but we all know that's gonna happen, right? It ain't much, but we finished a wee hut for you to rest in. Come have a look. Oh, I'm Mario. Oh. Look at how 3D. Look at how 3D. Oh, this is so 3D. Okay, hold on. Are you ready to go see if they've got a star piece hidden for me somewhere? Oh my god, that's the cutest Diglett critter I've ever seen. But boy, did you scare me, buddy. Oh my god. Do you see that cute face? Do you see that cute face? Do you see that cute face? This is gonna be my friend. Alright. Goombella says, that's a rare Whacka. I don't think you see many of his kind anymore. Nope. Whacka. If you whack a Whacka, they drop a wacky bump. Whacka bump. Those are supposed to be delicious. But friends, they fetch a high price in gourmet auctions too. Yep, super precious delicacies. Gourmet auctions? Like, are we talking like billionaires who have nothing else to live for, so they spend a lot of money in the black market trying to eat things that nobody else has ever eaten and stuff? There was a movie about that. I don't remember what movie it was, but it existed. Anyway, I don't want to turn the cute bumpy bump buddy into dinner. Okay, look, the Rockhawk fans. That was property damage. That's different. It gets recategorized. The Velt. Yes, that's true. I don't know why I didn't think of the Velt. It is very percussion-y. It's kind of a different vibe, but it is the same sort of thing. Alright. Still, whacking a defenseless creature to get one? You'd never do that, right, Mario? No, I would never. Whacku! I'm Whacka. We've got some good weather today, right? Right? Makes me feel like nothing bad could happen on a day like today, wackadoo. Oh my god. We've already established that most likely this game is in Toby Fox's creative DNA, correct? Because, like... Right? Right? It's not just me! This is literally right out of a Toby Fox game. You're wandering off the beaten path in some direction you're not supposed to, and you get jump scared by a ridiculously cute thing with a little happy mouth. That is weird and silly and has a strange speech pattern. Like, everything about this encounter is like, this imprinted on little baby Toby Fox. I do really enjoy playing this game for the first time myself and kind of being able to see like, oh, I see how this inspired people. Pretty sure that this game also inspired Wandersong. I feel like it. I don't remember a Whacka, the original Paper Mario, but as has been established, I don't remember anything, so. Quagsire. There's that video. Hi, buddy. Oh my god, you're so cute. Oh my god, you're so cute. It's got the little voice. Nim, 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 nim. Alright, well, I don't want to bug you, so... Yes, the Admire the Sire. That's the one. I'm glad you know what I meant. All I had to say was there's a video. And you all knew. Because, I mean, that video is memorable. Are you telling me that there is no star piece hidden here? The nerve. I most assuredly do not approve of this. Oh. Well, it's good to know that Nibbles is still here. I did some side quests. I actually had a stream that was mostly side quests. And when I feel like doing side quests again, I'll do more. So it's interesting to me how... Come on, somewhere! There's gotta be a star piece somewhere. Where is my star piece? I love how they have screen... What's it called? The dots. The dots! They're from comics! Screen tones. Screen tones. Screen tones. On the background stuff. Shading. Like you would get in a comic. In manga. Alright. Oh! I didn't have... Hold on. This is Keelhaul Key. The sun's brutal, as you'd expect on a southern isle. Blue skies, white clouds. I've always wanted to take an island vacation. Don't you just want to yell, "Hey, stupid ocean, look at me, I'm on vacation"? How do you not love Goombella? I don't know, but I do. Oh. Captain, please help us. Flavio and Papatch are in a huge fight. Whooper, I hope that you go and you yell that at the ocean on your vacation. It's a great line. Hey, stupid ocean, I'm on vacation. Pretty great. Sorry. This is yet another kitchen sink song. That's really weird and wacky. Alright. And what about you, Squinty? You turned to jelly when you saw all those ghosts. What are you talking about? You were the one quaking in his boots, fancy pants. Wait. Wait one moment. Did you just call the great Flavio Fancy Pants? The nerve. That's right, Fancy Pants. Fancy Pants, Fancy Pants, Fancy Pants, Fancy Pants. I'm sorry, you've got to say it like that. Why, you little Cyclops! Flavio demands satisfaction. You, me, hammers, at dawn. They didn't want to give him like a not sort of smiling face, so he's kind of smiling in his grimace. Amazing. Yeah, you really shouldn't call someone a Cyclops if they only have one eye. That's really not cool, actually. I feel like that's the sort of thing you could say at the time that this game was made, but probably not now. And I think that's an improvement to not say that, you know? Oi, that's right, fine by me. I can't wait to put a few dents in those fancy threads. Yes, I'm pretty sure Flavio by default lost that battle. When you're resorting to like calling people actual names about something outside of their control. Somebody just followed. I'm sorry I didn't see your name, but thank you for following. Welcome. I hope you enjoy it. They're here. Actually, that's probably not the right tone of voice. This is probably somebody scared of ghosts. Someone like, they're here. Ah. Yeah. Get Captain Stash. Them ghosts are back. Maybe they think. I don't think so. I think they're scared. Mario, front and center. This is an order. Take care of those ghosts. All right. Well, I don't have any health. That's fine. It's not like I lost all of my health to nibbles or anything. Oh man. I feel like that is the quintessential Conductor Zero experience in that quote right there. AC or Bob? Oh, thank you. You're the one who followed. Yeah, I'm having a lot of fun with this game, I'm not gonna lie. Chapter 3 won me over. Chapter 4 had Vivian, and Chapter 5 has been fun. Alright. Let's tattle on these guys and see. We probably shouldn't jump on them because they're probably made of fire. I wonder if Vivian can set them on fire. Or if that's like regen for them. Well, let's find out. See, I can remember how to play this game. It's been a whole week. Ember. That's an ember. Sort of a pale blue flame spirit. Kind of spooky. Max HP is 8, attack is 3, and defense is 0. Of course, since this thing is a flame, touching it will hurt. Didn't Mama teach you that? I don't remember, Chrono. Looks like it's susceptible to ice or explosive attacks, though, so that's something. If you get hit by a flame attack, you'll catch fire, so try to guard well. Alright. Oh, that hit them all! Boing. On fire! That's the opposite of regen? I'm in trouble now. Okay, my timing is not right. We might die here. I didn't have a save point. Well, we've got regen. Wait, Earth attack. Damages all enemies you encircle with the star. Let's go ahead and do Earth Tremor. That's probably pretty good. I tried. Oh, look at their little faces! Please don't kill me. I'm going to use an item. Do I have a... I really need to have more healing items. Alright, let's put this on Mario. Okay. Alright. Honestly, I think this is probably the best idea. How much damage did this do to them last time? 4? I think it did 4. So I think we'll be alright. Probably. Alright. As long as I can do as well as I did last time, this should take them out. Ah. Free heal there. Busted. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I'm sorry. You killed me a little bit. That was good. I am, in fact, tripping over a level. Falling flat on my face. It is right underfoot. It is so close. Alright. Video game. I'm playing it. For real. Yes! You're a bloomin' beast, Captain Stash! Yeah, I'm pretty good. Too early to celebrate, no. There are surely more of them elsewhere, huh? Someone must investigate the rest of this island. Yes. That is what must be. As leader of this expedition, I, of course, should stay here. On this, I brook no argument. Ah, yes, of course, Mario! Perhaps you could handle the exploration of this island. And again, can do, or no way, pal! So much more interesting than yes or no. Yeah, I wouldn't want to go all the way back to Rogueport. We'd have to do all that stuff over again, no thanks. I want to mash those buttons. I need to save. That is my boy. I knew you would go forth with boldness. We count upon you. There's a save point. Sweet. I'm going to save before anything else. I mean, somebody's got to investigate around here, and it sure's not going to be him. I like that they've set up. I guess this is probably a Flavio's. There's an umbrella. And a chair to like lean back in. That's excellent. Okay. This is a shanty town built by Papatch and some of the sailors who came with us. Blue ocean, sandy beaches, a shop, an inn. You could live pretty comfortably here. You'd always have to worry about harmful UV rays, though, you know? You need to trade for some sunscreen. Or, you know, just go in during the worst part of the day and hide underneath one of these things. Okay, I should probably get some healing items. What is the Bowser head doing here? Fright mask. Summons a scary spirit to chase some enemies away. They think that they see Bowser and they run away. That's amazing. Yes, you should remember to wear sunscreen. It is really important for you. Even if you don't burn easily. I don't burn easily. You might think, because I'm super pale, that I would burn easily, but I don't actually. I can tan quite well. In fact, I was tan for most of my childhood. I had no idea I was pale until I started spending too much time on the internet. Turns out I'm pale, but who knew? Because I was always very tanned from running around in the sun. All right, honey syrup, super shroom. Probably should get I think I need a super shroom. Yeah, I think I could do this. Let's buy it. Thank you. I've got money. I might as well. I mean, I've probably got some in my storage, but like... Probably have to get an ice storm too. In case I fight more of those guys. Thank you. Hey, you earned enough shop points. Kudos, Captain. Oh, it's nice that it's like this guy who's going to call me Captain that I got the shop points with. Paper Bowser is adorable. Bowser is usually adorable. I love him. He's the best. Oh my god, at the showing of the live action Mario movie that I went to, the guy who was hosting the thing, who like it's his video series that he puts on, he was dressed in the same kind of Bowser costume that Jack Black wore, and he was really, really funny. It was great. I was really amused. I really enjoyed it. I don't know if we'll ever be able to afford Warriors clothes because there's a guy I pay money to for lore, and therefore I will never have money again. Just saying. Alright, what did I get for my shop points? Here's your prize. A fine ice storm. I'll take another one of those. I wonder if they give you the item that would be most useful in the area that you're located in at the time. That's neat. Ahoy there, and welcome. Honored to have you enter the Keelhaul Galleria. Oh man, there was a mall called the Galleria where I grew up in Dallas. I don't think it's still there. A lot of shopping malls in the US have shut down. There are a lot of shopping malls that are still standing in Canada, but that's because it turns out when there's really long winters and lots of snow and stuff, you want to go into a shopping mall. You don't want a strip mall, especially when you're in a city that's big enough that it's not dependent on cars. People take the subway. Turns out that subway stops sometimes are in the basement of a shopping mall. So you can just stay indoors, go get whatever you need from the shopping mall, and then go back on the subway to get to where you live. It's wild. It's crazy. Very cool. This stuff is all very new to me. Still, I've been here for several years now, but it's still exciting. So we didn't have anything like that in Texas. We had strip malls and cars and not a lot of snow usually. Anyway, I want to see what I got. Can't carry any more items. Okay. I'm gonna store something. I'm gonna store the ruin powder. Consider it stored, Captain. I wanna see what I've got in there. Ruin powder, earthquake, ultra shroom, booze sheet, incult coupon, repel cape, ultra shroom, jam and jelly, slow shroom, gradual syrup, fresh juice, power punch, dried shroom, booze sheet, and coupon, and another ultra shroom. Come back anytime, Captain. Sorry, but I have watched too much Peter Pan. There are places where shopping malls are still a thing, but your average run-of-the-mill... Okay, look, I have super healing items. I am contractually obligated as an RPG player to hold on to them until the end of the game. I don't make the rules. I'm glad you all understand. Alright. That's a Bob-omb sailor. He's one of the guys who came here with us. You think Bob-omb sailors have any trouble with their fuses getting wet? I feel like that's a rude question. Hold on, I forgot to investigate what this guy's description is. That's Thrifty the Toad. He came to Keelhaul Key to open his own store. But I don't think this is quite what he had in mind, know what I mean? Then again, maybe this is even better in some ways. Optimist. All right. Hey, did you find anything? You gotta find a way for us to get back home. There's gonna be like a pipe we can use to teleport back or something like that. All right. That's a toad sailor. He was with us on the ship, you remember? No, he just showed up. He's just been here. Goombella, all of these guys have come here with us. That's how it is. He seems like a hard worker. Doesn't he look reliable? Goombella's like, husband material? Thanks, Goombella. Aw, what's going to happen to all of us? That's Papatch the Babom. He's a salty old sailor and a totally solid deckhand. I heard he built all of these shanties by himself, too. Still, he's afraid of ghosts. A red sail, that's the sort of thing that would be both really funny and really obnoxious. It really depends on the game, whether, like, where exactly that fell. The eastern end of the island seems awful mysterious. Good luck, Captain Stash. Oh, let's see if she has something new to say about Flavio. That's the entrepreneur Flavio. He calls himself the leader of this group. He's a funny enough guy, but he mostly loafs around and makes folks do his work, so he's a billionaire. Seems pretty accurate for a rich dude. Not much of a leader, huh? But what a dresser! She is impressed with his fashion. Can I walk in this water? I can. I'm sorry. Alright. You save again. Okay. If I were capable of reading 3D, I got a star piece. I'm very satisfied now. That's all I wanted. Oh, there's an inn! Oh, hello. Are you gonna charge? Are you gonna charge me to stay here? That's a toad girl. She runs an inn of sorts in this tent. It may look totally budget, but this is a real business. Goombella stands up for other working girls who are trying to get by in this hard world. Hi, this may not look like much, but we're very proud of our seaside shanty. A night's stay is 10 coins. Would you like to rest? Yes, I should probably rest. Sleep tight. Yeah, this is definitely a girl power moment. Because they know that you're going to be like, why did I have to pay for this? And Goombella's like, because you're supporting local businesses. You gotta shop small. Alright, Goombella. Did you sleep well, Captain? Enjoy your day. And she's so nice that you can't be mad at her for it. Alright, fine. I'm good. Probably could have used one of my inn coupons. Nah, what am I saving my money up for? I'm never gonna get the Wario clothes. See, I'm just greedy now. Boing, 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 boing. They're reminding you that star pieces exist. So in case you're a little kid who hasn't been checking. Oh, that's a shirt. A shirt. Huh. Okay. Well. Onward. Did I save? I don't remember, so I'm gonna save because I don't trust myself. I don't know how I managed to hit the save point at that angle, but you know what? I'm not gonna question it. Oh no! There's a green fuzzy. This is not good for me. But I'll get a level. I probably shouldn't have stayed at the end because I was about to get a level. I didn't remember. This is a totally thick jungle. The flora in this area is unique to tropical regions. That guy forgot about me. Oh my god. They really want me to have star pieces. This little dude, I'm sorry, this little dude has ADHD. okay, I wasn't using that money anyway. It's a good thing that the battle theme is as catchy and good as it is because you hear it a lot. But it's really good. So I was just bobbing in place, just like appreciating the music. Because if you see me wiggling and I'm not saying anything, I have forgotten that I'm streaming and I am just vibing. Yeah, no, it has elements of 1-1 in it, but it's not quite the same. Oh, there's a bunch of dry bones. You're right, Whooper. Well, that's cool. That's cool. That's a green fuzzy. Did I call it or what? I know, I have some idea how Mario names things. They're very good at naming things just like me. As you can see, it's a fuzzy and it's green. Duh. I wonder how many years it's gonna be before duh no longer means anything. Or do kids these days not really use duh, so they're not really familiar with it? I'm sorry. I can't not wonder these things. I literally can't turn it off in my brain. Well, because it's not as prevalent, which makes me wonder whether it's something that's not known to even to younger audiences. I doubt it because this is a retro game, but if we have any Gen Zers in the audience, please weigh in. We would love to know your perspective. I don't actually know exactly where the cutoff is between Millennial and Gen Z, so... Oh! A person straight out of high school. Thank you. That is a relevant perspective. I have been out of high school for a long time, so... Okay. If people are still saying duh, then I guess we've still got some time. Well, because like, for example, the word cool has been relevant for quite some time, and it shows no sign of stopping, so I think that may have moved beyond slang. Are we naming the green fuzzy Richard? Why are we naming it Richard? Did I miss something? Max HP is 5, attack is 3, and defense is 0. This is similar to a normal fuzzy, so it replenishes its own HP as it sucks ours out. It's a flea. I hate them so much. God, do you remember the fleas in Castlevania Symphony of the Night? They're so bad. I hate them so much. I hate them. Fleas and bats. Whether they're actually fleas and bats, they're fleas and bats. Like, you know, those are like categories of enemies, and I hate them. Because I have played Castlevania Symphony of the Night. I have played Mega Man X. I have opinions about these things. Bats are cute, flea men are not cute. Fuzzies are cute. The thing is, the fuzzies are cute, but I don't like them. Yeah, the Medusa heads. Not a lot of fun. And I will label things as Medusa heads. If they act like Medusa heads, then they're Medusa heads. That's just how it goes. Now. Some bugs are friends. Ew! That is just the grossest thing ever. She's not a big fan of vampires. If you don't find that idea gross, seriously, there's something wrong with you. I love Goombella's amount of personality. Like the Goombella tattles that I get if I didn't have the opportunity to get something because she wasn't available in the party. Like, it's great and all to have like the tattle entry, but it sucks because you don't get to hear the sassy thing that she says. The thing is, Goombella is a little judgmental. That's part of her character, and I appreciate that because it's funny and it's also a character flaw. Like, sometimes she's judgmental and I'm like, I get where you're coming from and that's a reasonable thing to complain about, and sometimes I'm like, Goombella, honey, please, what did they do to you? you know, that's a little too far. But that's nice. It's good because I love her. She's a really lovable character. But even lovable characters can have flaws. And yeah, her Valley Girlness is fun. The main difference between this and other fuzzies is that this one multiplies. Yay! I sure do love multiplying enemies. Woo! Yay! You know, I bet this thing would look great sitting next to a gold fuzzy. Color coordination. Bam 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 bam. Oh wait, did it give me my stars back? Okay, well, I guess it gave me my stars back. Beep, 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 beep. There we go. I really like this song, even though it's really short. The ones that are more like melodic and less wacky, I consistently like better. But I do think I did badges last time. I think I'm gonna do flower points. I should probably actually go through my badges. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. Well, because I'm actually using my flower power. Yeah. Give me a coin. Give me a flower power. They told me about the trees somewhere being something. These trees kind of look like stacks of toilet paper, don't they? Look at that. Are there real trees in the real world that look like that? Head rattle. Executes superbly to confuse enemies. Oh shoot! I don't know what I expected. Alright, let us equip badges. So I really like Lucky Start. I think Ice Smash is going to be useful here. Quick change is so good, but it takes so much. I'm not going to use that one. Oh. His name is Rainboshi, so our Boshi. And he's a black Yoshi. I love him. He's such a sassy little boy. Alright. Power Smash is really good. Close Call is useful. I mean, we all know how I feel. sorry. I might regret that, but we're gonna give it a try. I just really like regen. I could take the regen off. I could take the regen off. And I could put on Lucky Start. I really like Lucky Start. I really do. But it does give me regen sometimes. Fuzzies are kind of like the anti-regen. Yes, no, that's true. Oh, this is nice to be able to, I just... This is really good. This is really good. Quick change is like essential. I think Ice Smash is going to be useful. Power Smash is also useful. Mario, don't fall asleep. I'm strategizing. Okay. I don't want to fight you. Go away. Oh, look, my party's not undead. Wait, is that... Flower Fuzzy. Oh. I don't want to deal with any of them. I don't want to deal with any of them. But I really should. I should get over my fear. I should change to Rainbow Shoe because he can kill them in one hit. Yeah. Oh, they suck away flower power, you butts! Ugh. Ah. That's alright. That's alright. Okay, hold on. Fortunately, it's all good. We made it. We got some monies. We're gonna smack some of the toilet paper trees and the other trees. Trees! I can't even tell. Okay, I wasn't hitting it. Alright. Okay, that's not something. I can't kill that tree. Okay, we did already have that line, okay. We're in the jungle on Keelhaul Key. It's complex. Switchback paths and stuff. Oh boy. Wonderful! If there's one thing I love in this game, it's the level design. I think there's an invisible block here somewhere, so why don't you look for it? Wonderful. Great. Good. Hit the tree, Mario! Oh my god! Mario! Mario, hit the tree with your hammer! Ah! Why is he not hitting? He hits the rock, but not the tree. putrid piranha. They've definitely got something wrong. That's a putrid piranha. It's a poisonous piranha plant. Yay! That color is totally sickly. Max HP is 8, attack is 3, and defense is 0. It bites and it attacks with super rank poison breath. Breath mint, table 4. If you get poisoned, your HP will go down, so, you know, try not to. Ah, gross. Well, beep, 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 beep. I'm sorry, Mario. Swap partner with Rainbow She. And you're going to... Wait, no. Wow! 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 That sounds really good! Holy crap! I mean, it's expensive. Oh man, Vivian is amazing. Can we just take a moment to just like, appreciate that Vivian is the coolest? Okay, that was the wrong timing. I'll figure it out eventually. Beep, 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 beep. I just like that she sets them on fire as they go out. Oh, I'll get another level if I can survive, like, a few more fights. A mini Mr. Mini! I should actually probably eat one of those. But when did I get a shooting star? Okay, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on. Yeah, the mini Mr. Mini is really cute, silly. Briefly shrinks enemies, dropping their attack power. Okay, sweet. Okay, well. Beep, 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 beep. And you're going to attack it. Cheeky sneak attack. Ah. I'll get the timing on that eventually, maybe. Beep, 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 beep. Okay. It's always a little bit longer than I think it's gonna be. Beep, 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 beep. She's like, she's so cute. That's a lot of money. Oh, that guy seems to have glitched, so that's good. Wait, I figured out where it is. Oh, never mind. I thought this was going to be where the invisible block was. Well, that's fine. That's fine. It's all good. Vivian's gonna set this one on fire. Nah. Okay. Ah, you're on fire. Sorry. Beep, 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 beep. Nice. I think I'm gonna get more badge points my next level, which I'll get eventually. Gradual syrup. I thought that would be the invisible block, because they did say there was... Oh, wait. Yeah, I see you. Oh, hold on. Wait, if I can get up there. Yeah, that's what I thought. You need that so that you can then... Sorry, Vivian. As much fun as it is watching her get super tall. Alright, I gotta do this. I'm so bad at this. I cannot get things just right with him. Okay, maybe I'm just gonna jump across like a normal jumper. Maybe, yeah, that's just normal platforming. Yeah, and then this one right here, this is him. Ah! I'm good at platforming. Well, that worked out, didn't it? There are all of those. Yeah, well, fortunately for me, I have... better observational skills than a small child. So... we're gonna try this again. Yeah! Okay, well that didn't work, but that's fine. I am getting better at solving puzzles, okay? I wouldn't say I'm getting better at platforming. Obviously. But I'm able to think my way through puzzles a bit better than I used to be able to. I'm sure that if you've been watching me for years, you've noticed... Oh shoot, I missed it. At least I feel like it would be a noticeable thing watching this to be like, oh wow, Lauren can actually find her way around things. Remember when I played Majora's Mask and I couldn't solve like anything in the entire game? Like, the entire experience of playing Majora's Mask for me was wandering blindly around and occasionally stumbling into what I was supposed to be doing by accident. Wander Song has really buggy, poorly play-tested, unforgiving precision. Like, it's platforming that's not supposed to be precision platforming, but it is precision platforming. Which is a bad idea. Because the game controls aren't tight enough to stand for the amount of platforming. You know. Wrong button. Why did they say something about the button I want? Hard platforming is not like... So the thing is, hard platforming requires tight controls. So the controls have to be consistent, reliable, responsive, unless the point of it is that it's supposed to be a mess. But generally speaking, like, so, and if you play Mario 3 and you are good at platforming, you develop expertise because the controls are predictable. Like, your button inputs will reliably produce results, so it's just a matter of mastering your skills, and the game will back it up. Bad platforming has, you know, sticky, messy, or sloppy controls that are not responsive, things that aren't forgiving. So, for example, if a game is not a platformer, and most of the game is not about platforming, so you don't develop skills to be a good platformer in order to progress through the game, then the platforming elements need to be really forgiving. They need to have really large platforms. They need to have relatively narrow things to jump over, because if you're playing a game that is a challenging platformer, you are choosing to play a game that is a challenging platformer, and over the course of the game you develop the skills to be able to play that game. So it gets progressively harder as you go, as you as a player continue to level up. A game that is primarily not a platformer doesn't require those skills at the beginning, so they can become an absolute roadblock for somebody who may be like towards the very end of the game. And the game doesn't do the player any favors in being able to develop those. I would say sloppy controls but forgiving platforming. The reason why I say that games where platforming is secondary should have forgiving platforming is A, the people designing them are not skilled platform developers, and platforming games are really challenging to make well. Like, you have to really understand the flow of a platformer in order to be able to make a platformer. And if you've ever played like a Mario Maker level that just didn't feel quite right, you'll understand. So it requires a level of expertise, and I think that people say, oh, platformers are a really simple genre. They must be really easy to make. They're some of the earliest console games ever. How hard can it be? And it's really easy to make the basic mechanics, relatively speaking, I think. Like those exist. Like, the mechanics exist. I'm pretty sure at this point you can kind of like take like stock mechanics for a platformer and then personalize it. But the level design, that's where the challenge comes in. I am not good at platformers. And if you watched me play Celeste, you saw some of the frustration that I had, because I don't have a lot of player skill. Now, fortunately, Celeste has assist mode, so when I hit a breaking point in the hotel level, it's fine, I can get through it. Because that's a precision platformer. The reason why the hotel level stood out to me is because it's a specific subgenre of platformer that is my arch nemesis. It is the genre of game that I hate the most in the world. There's not a single gameplay genre that I hate worse than precision platformers that I can think of. There might be one and I haven't encountered it yet, or maybe I'm forgetting, but I despise precision platformers, and that's the only level in that game that I would say counts specifically as a precision platformer in the way that it's developed. The rest of it is all platformer. There's a difference. The rest of Celeste wants you to get through it. That is the most unforgiving level in the standard playthrough. Obviously, that's excluding the farewell and the B-sides and C-sides. But I'm not necessarily saying it's harder than the summit, but it is less forgiving than the summit, because that's what defines a precision platformer. That's where the precision in precision platforming comes from. Is it so maybe the specific mechanics, like the specific jumps themselves, aren't more complex. There's not as weird, like you don't have to do like weird fancy stuff to get around, but you have to get it exactly right. You have to nail it. There's no wiggle room. You know, so it's like a simpler jump that has to be done exactly properly. when I played Farewell, I invincibility'd my way through it. But I cried so much while playing it because I was playing it and somebody who was watching streamers play through the game saw that I had the golden strawberry or whatever, and so it was like, oh, this is a serious player pop, even though I had like my description was like, I'm cheating my way through this level, just so everyone knows. But so the guy like popped in and was like, oh, you're cheating, and then I'm just like sobbing, and he's like, I'm gonna make you you're an honorary gold strawberry because in your heart you lived this chapter. I mean, obviously I don't get credit for it, and I don't go on any leaderboards, but I was glad to know that one of the people who keeps track of these things was like, yes, and your soul has connected with Celeste at a deep enough level that we'll let it slide instead of getting mad at me. I did tell everybody I was cheating. Anyway, I got distracted talking about platformers. But yeah, this game has muddy controls and doesn't require you to be good at platforming, because the platforming is really minor. And I'm not good at platforming, and I never will be. I'm just simply not cut out to be. I'm better than I used to be. But that's a lot more about where I started than my capabilities now. It's like if you have like your like natural ability ranked from like F to S rank, I'm an F when it comes to platforming. With a lot of training and points, I might be able to get to like a D-. That's okay. We all have our gifts. That's not mine. Do I want to use something? Because I got this Scratchel syrup. Seems useful. And the electric lightning storm sounds good. I feel like the confusion is maybe less useful. Platformer. That's funny. I like that. Well, I mean, I did use assist mode in Celeste. I slowed down, I think, the entirety of the summit. And I slowed down and did, I think, something else to get through most of the hotel. And there was one room in the hotel that I just put on invincibility and infinite jumps. So I don't know that I can give myself a C. I think maybe I had like a D or a D-. And I'm okay with that. That's fine. That's all right. I don't have any ego in my ability to platform. If aliens descended and said we need a human to compete with us in competitive platforming gaming, choose your champion, I would not step up. The only game I would have stepped up for with that would have been Typing of the Dead, the original one. I was pretty good at that. Does that even count? Alright, drops lightning on all enemies and stuns them. I think that's more useful than... No, because shooting stars also does damage. I actually think I might get rid of the mini Mr. Mini. Maybe I should actually use some of these a bit. Yes, that is correct, Chrono. That is the line. Suffering like she did. Yes. That's how you can tell somebody has played the original Typing of the Dead. That line. They'll know it. They'll do the voice. It's obligatory. I'm not an actor. Okay? Look. What do you want from me? Accuracy? No. Accuracy. Schmaccuracy. I'm never gonna use this. I'm literally never gonna use it. I should actually use some of these attack things on people, though. And by people, I do mean enemies. Hit the tree. Hit the tree, Mario. Yeah. Smack it. Smack the tree. Bam. Whack. Bam. Some of these trees can't be hit, and it's very sad. These cursed ghosts! Blast it all! Oh? my Blubberly's blotches! There's that Mario over there! You're alive, old boy! Yay! Bobbery is here. And a sad Toad, and absolutely not suspicious X-Not. I mean, presumably Blubberly is like some sort of whale god that sailors swear to. That'd be my guess. Cursed or cursed? It could be cursed. That's a good question. A good point. Right, you came just in the nick of time. Get these two out of here this instant. Huh? But what about you, Admiral? You've got to get out of here too. Just leave it to me, eh? I'll keep these ghouls busy while you get out of here. Flee, that's an order. Let me do what I must do. Oh, he's gonna try to go down in a blaze of glory. Now away with you. Really, it should be away with ye. Ah. Well, Bobbery here thinks it's the right thing to do, so what are we waiting for? Wait, why did they pick me up? No, you can't kill Bobbery! Oh, Bobbery, please forgive our cowardice. We up and left you, and everything was happening so quickly. Forgive us. And then he hops away. Gone, eh? Excuse me, but I'd better be going also. I gotta go save him. And hey, you, out there in front of the TV. Yeah, I'm talking to you. Me, Lauren the Flute. I hear you, X-Not. What are you gonna say breaking the fourth wall like that, buddy? It may be pretty obvious to you who I This is a brilliant way of handling this. Especially knowing that there's children playing this game. And you might get super annoyed with, but he's an X-Not. Why is Mario listening to him? So hey, kiddo. You might be able to see through my clever disguise, but Mario can't. It's like, oh, okay. Like, this is great. This is fantastic. It's so good. I haven't watched Blue's Clues, so I imagine that Evil Steve from Blue's Clues, like, I could see, like, because he talks to the audience all the time, right? I wonder if I'm allowed to respond. If this were a Toby Fox game, I would have an answer. Potentially. This is amazing. This is so cute. That is really great. You out there in front of the TV? Did this guy go nuts or what? Hold on. Excuse me, but I've got oh, an in coupon. Psh, whatever. No! I don't need money. Thing is, I have this ice stuff that I could use on those guys. I could have totally taken them. Why didn't they let me fight them? Bobbery, what are you up to? Bobbery, are you trying to join Scarlet? Because that's not a good lesson to show children. Alright. Wow, nice rope bridge, huh? I don't think I'll be looking down while we cross, though. Being able to see the water through the slats makes my belly go bleh. Whoa, hang on. I'm a little woozy. I might faint. Man, Goombella, I've had a lot of that. Oh, shoot. In recent years, I've had a lot of that. Recent months. But with all my stupid health problems. The nerve. I'm so mad. Wait, how? Okay. Gotta smack some trees around. Alright. There's gotta be a way to get there. Hold on. We're gonna... Oh, look at that. There is, in fact, a way down here. Oh. I'm really good at this. I should maybe go stay at the inn. Maybe I should have grabbed that inn coupon. That looks like a skull. Maybe. Okay, hold on. I don't know if hitting trees counts as property damage, but to me it kind of does, and that makes it feel better. I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die because Nibbles is just chomping me. Oh my god, at the Mario showing that I went to on Friday, it was a great time. I told her there were people in costume. There was a sexy chomp chain. Sexy chain chomp. She won the costume contest the night that I was there. It was amazing. She was great. There was her, and there was a sexy King Boo, and then there was a couple's costume of sexy Mario and sexy Luigi, which don't think too hard about that. Yes, I posted photos of them on Discord, I think, somewhere. They were amazing. They were very cute. Well, you see, you wear a cute, sexy dress that's the right color, and then you like make a mask or a thing that goes on your head. Bye, Innocence. Well, thank you for coming by. So mad. I'm gonna die. Okay. We did it! Fruit from a tropical island. To be honest, it ain't tasty. I have a feeling I need this, so I'm gonna toss it. Don't toss it into the water, no! Okay, hold on. I'm gonna use the super shroom on Mario. Okay, that's better. I don't know what I'm gonna need that for. However, I grew up playing adventure games. And to me, this registers as like... That's like a puzzle solution. I hate you. I hate you. I hate you. I hate you. Can I just make it across? I don't know if I can make it across there. Okay, we did it. That's why they have the 2 coconuts there. So this is how a legend of the sea meets his end, eh? Wrong button. Here are the red stash and blue stash statues. Hey, kind of like you and Luigi. The smaller one's like you and the taller one's like Luigi. Are they looking at us? Oh, good. He ran away. Oh shoot, I did it wrong! Well, that's fine. Beep, 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 beep. Oh. Well. You are going to use an item, my friend. You are going to use an ice storm. Yeah! Yeah! Oh no, I'm on fire now. I'm not on fire. Beep, 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 beep. Oh, Luigi is here. Hello, Luigi buddy. How? Hey, bro. I made a mental note when I bought this. I was like, I'm going to have to fight the fire guys, and when I do, I will use the ice on them. So now that I have found, so when I saw them fighting, so I was like, don't leave Bobbery with them, because I have fire, or rather I have ice and they're fire. I'm gonna kill them. So I've been planning this. Even my memory held on to that. I may have forgotten his name, but I remember that I was supposed to do this. Buddy. Oh, Mario, old boy. Ugh. I guess those blokes got me a bit better than I thought. Mario? Please. Please hear my last request. I must thank you for taking me out to sea one last time. There's one thing I need before I go to my rest. Cola. I was saving that one bottle, my last memory of Scarlet, to celebrate reaching here. I saw it among the flotsam drifting toward the island, so it must be somewhere. If I might have just one sip before my final voyage. Ha! Urgh. Get me that Cola, old boy. Oh, he's not doing so well. I mean, I guess I probably should have figured that he wasn't going to last, but you don't really expect characters to, like, die in Paper Mario like that, so. Then again, this is the grown-up Paper Mario. It's very dark and serious. That's Admiral Bobbery. He came with us on the ship, don't you remember? He washed ashore with the rest of us, but he seems hurt. You think he's doing okay? No, he's not. Yes. What? A spite pouch. Oh. A large stone blocks the way. It seems to be carved into the shape of a skull. There is a space in one of the eyes where you could conceivably place something. Perhaps a red stone? And there's a bomb above it to let you know the bombs are going to blow things up. Alright, so here's Luigi. Okay, hold on. 1, 2, 3. 2, 3. Oh wait, no. 1, no. 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, I'm probably not supposed to do that just yet. Oh, was that fight supposed to be hard? Cause like, I think I'm doing all right. Hold on. Okay, sorry, I just... Alright, well... I need a red stone to put in the eye. I thought it was like butt stomping this guy's head 3 times and then hitting this guy in the belly 4 times. Maybe I got it wrong. I mean, I guess the jungle was pretty tough. Let's see. Alright, well, I clearly don't remember all that. I think I'm probably supposed to go back and report back to everybody. To go look for the cola that I'll have washed up. Let's go do that then. Oh! All the hints were there. Goombella even comments on the gaps between things. Amazing. Amazing. A plus. A plus. Yeah, well, that's one of the things that this game is really good at is Goombella hints at things that are necessary really clearly. Like, she'll just straight up tell you. Shoot. Oh, maybe I should have stated that in. Beep, 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 beep. That's fine. That's fine. We're fine. Not you. I mean, it's Vivian. Thing is, worst case scenario. Oh, here we go. Yay! Beep, 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 beep. Worst case scenario, I can do several of the star powers. Too early. Okay, I'm getting a little bit better there. Beep, 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 beep. It's gonna dictate, isn't it? Yeah, of course it is. All right. Beep, 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 beep. suppose I could freeze this guy if I really wanted to, but I guess we're gonna do this. Oh! They duplicate with the same amount of health that the original had. That's good to know. Alright, well that's good to know. Now I know that. I'm somewhat less afraid of them multiplying now. Yay! 14 whole star points. We're gonna level up eventually. Oh, that gave me a bunch of monies. Good. Maybe I should do the star thing so that maybe Mario can have some health. Beep, 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 beep. Okay. Because I feel like you don't want to ever jump on a piranha plant's head. It's just generally a bad idea. But punching it in the side, totally fine. Okay, we're gonna do this. Because I don't have a lot of healing items. Okay, hold on. Shoot. Well, that gave me something. I'll take it. So yeah. Oh shoot. Okay, well. It's alright. Vivian, my friend. Punch it. Alright, and then you're gonna kill that so that there's one fewer, and then we're gonna heal again, I think, with our next turn. Alright. Too early, I think. Probably ought to use items on it. Am I gonna? No. Alright, Mario. We're gonna try healing again. Because we could definitely use it. Shoot. Well, that's alright. I think we'll still come out on top, I hope. Too late. It's fine. I think that still wound up being good. I don't know. Anyway. Bye-bye, bad guy. Oh, I've gotten a bunch of bingos this playthrough, actually. Maybe I've just been really lucky. Because I certainly don't think I have timing. No, I don't want to fight you. Go away, you little butt. I'm not going to fight you if I don't have to. Go. No, go away, you little butt. You are a butt. I should really get another level, though. Here we go. We'll stay in the inn. Hi. Let's stay. Yes, I'll stay. Probably ought to use my inn coupons at some point, but whatever. Let's go save. I'm really good at insults. That's a very Lauren insult right there. My goodness. Save, I'll gain progress up to this point, yes. Alright. wrong button. We went into the hug zone instead of the gossip zone. Alright, let's try this again. That's the timid toad sailor. He came looking for his brother who was lost at sea, and now he is too. Oh, Bobbery. This guy's called Four Eyes. He's one of the sailors who came along to Keelhaul Keep. It's the weirdest thing. I feel like I've seen him before, somewhere before, though. Maybe I'm just nuts. Admiral Bobbery. Whatever happened to him? Oh, that's right. The reliable guy. Bobbery? What is he up to? You don't suppose. Oh, so very hungry. And we have so little food left now. Bobbery's on the brink, ain't he, mate? I hoped he'd pull through, but... Ah, you are still alive. Well, we have some fortune left. Such relief for Flavio. I thought some jungle beast was snacking on you. Well, everyone is accounted for. Now, wait one moment. Am I wrong, or are we still one man short? That's right. The Bobbery sacrificed himself to save us from the ghosts. Please, we've got to go back and help him. What lunacy bursts forth from your mouth? The Admiral lives! What fortitude! Mario, front and center, I entrust you with the mission to save our dear Admiral. Huh? What is that you say? Chocola Cola? Well, why would I have that? Butter, yes, by the way. Flavio is merely curious. What do you need it for? What now? The Admiral may soon perish, and he wants to drink it as his last wish. Ah, so what we are dealing with here is sort of a last request, am I correct? Well, Flavio has no choice. I found it on the beach, but for this noble cause, I yield. Sorry, you gotta have the stupid drama in there. However, this Chocola Cola is part of our supplies, which we need to survive. So I will need you to find something to eat to replace this. On this, I do not budge. Yes. I'm sure there is something on this island that would be a suitable replacement. Gosh, whatever could it be? Gosh, whatever will you give me for this Chocola Cola? Make it good. I am the editor of Foppish Gourmet Weekly, so I know my delicacies. I'm gonna offer him the coconut because I feel like that's what it's supposed to be. Aha! A coconut, is it not? Well, that is island fare, but somewhat cliched. Ah well, perhaps I had set my hopes too high for such a foraging non-gourmand such as you. Well, here you go. Take the Chocola Cola and give my regards to the Admiral. It's a replenishable thing. That looks like wine. Flavio's treasured beverage. Actually, it's Bobbery's. Tell him to waft the bouquet, swizzle it gently, and savor all of the fine fizziness. I want to jump and get into things I'm not supposed to be into. But I should probably not. Oh, in Japanese, it's a vintage red. All right. Thanks, Victor Ghost. It's not unheard of for a Mario game to have cola. Like, there's cola or juice. There's the juice places. But this doesn't look like cola. This looks like wine. All right. I mean, what else could I have done? It's a replenishable food-looking item. Oh, wait. I get an outrageous amount of satisfaction for those star pieces. I don't even do anything with them. Go away, little buddy. Go away, little buddy. Alright, this time I'm gonna do it right. Beep, 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 beep. I probably should have bought a healing item. Maybe I should go back and buy a healing item. Beep, 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 beep. Okay, but so you have to remember that the US very, very seldom censors violence. It's just sex and drugs and alcohol that we have to censor. Which does say a lot about American culture. Probably ought to have her punch the middle one, but... I'm more than happy to blame the Puritans. Because, like, it's not that blood and violence never get censored. Like, I mean, just consider Mortal Kombat's blood being turned into kind of greenish sweat in the American release on the Super Nintendo. But on the grand, like, on the, like, as far as, like, what is allowed to be shown, it's really, I think, very interesting what in the, like, Super Nintendo era especially was, like, off limits. Oh yeah, no, like, the number of times that people go out drinking in video games and it's soda, it's juice. It's like a constant. I don't know that cigarettes get censored out of things in the same way. But if you play a game from, like, the Super Nintendo era that was translated, they're not going to be drinking wine ever, but they're probably drinking alcohol in the original. It has occurred to me that I really probably want a healing item because there's probably going to be a boss fight at some point. Yes, things like a soda drinking medieval peasants, indeed. All right, we're going to... store. Yeah, well, like, I wouldn't be surprised that it happens sometimes, but... Wait, Mario Kart sprites of Peach and Bowser? What are you talking about? I mean, if people start complaining about wokeness, I pretty much just discount what they say altogether. Because it's not usually actually based on an understanding of really much of anything. Oh shoot, I did that wrong. Oh, I didn't know that! That's interesting. I mean, I know that they have a little bottle of champagne that they pop. And then it sprays all over the place. All right. Beep, 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 beep. I'm definitely getting badge points with my next. Yeah, no, that makes sense. I mean, I tend to disregard people altogether when they start talking about political correctness as well. It's... Basically, what somebody means when they say that, whether they mean to mean it or not, is I'm not allowed to say whatever I want, regardless of how other people feel about it anymore, and I don't like that. Oh, okay, I did better on that one. Yay! I need to get better at that still. You're on fire. Yeah, no, like, alcohol may be more socially acceptable, but it is absolutely a drug and one that does a lot of really serious real-world damage to a lot of people. Oh, that little guy's so stuck. All right, buddy, I guess we're gonna have to deal with him. No, coffee is completely different. Who do you know drank coffee and killed people in a car? Who do you know abuses their family because they drink coffee? Like, I'm not somebody who believes that nobody should drink, although I don't drink, but I think it's utterly bewildering to say, okay, I struck first, okay. To say that, coffee and alcohol are even remotely in the same category of anything. They're both drugs, but it's relative. If you get yourself addicted to caffeine, which is absolutely possible, and I wish people took that more seriously. I don't like how cool it is to be addicted. Like, it's considered cool to be addicted to caffeine in nerdy circles, and it has been for quite some time. And I think that's really unhealthy. I think people should be aware when they're drinking coffee a lot that they are, in fact, putting a drug in their system and treat it with respect. But, like, the worst you're going to do is hurt your body. Because you're either going to, I mean, maybe you'll have heart problems, but you'll like make it so that you're dependent on it to sleep, you get headaches and things like that. But you're not really gonna hurt other people with your caffeine addiction. Well, see, I would say that it's less about censorship and more about being mindful, because marketing works really well. It's super effective because it meets people where they are psychologically and pushes buttons that humans have. That we just have these buttons. And so, like, what is portrayed as cool, people will want because they want to be cool. So there's a lot of things that, like, I mean, I think that that's something, I think that what you normalize and what you portray as cool or admirable, like, I think that's something that you should be mindful of what you're doing and why and how. Like, there's a lot to be said for the predatory nature of marketing from the tobacco companies and the way that they lobbied very heavily to try to continue getting people hooked on their drug. So I think fighting that is important. I think that like, you should ask yourself, what do I want to perpetuate in the world? What do I want to establish as cool and normal? Because the stories that we tell affect what we think of as admirable, as desirable. The characters that we look up to influence the way that we carry ourselves and the actions that we take and what is normalized. So if you have like the cool guy who smokes, or the tough manly man who slaps the woman who annoys him and things like that, if that's what's shown as cool and attractive and admirable and what you want to be, what's normalized, what's standard, what's acceptable, what's attractive, like, that's going to shape the way people act. So I would say, like, yes, actually, I think saying, you know, smoking is really bad for people. There's really not much of a benefit to it. And there's been some really creepy predatory marketing and lobbying from the tobacco industry. Maybe we shouldn't make our cool people smoke all the time. I think that's a good thing, personally. Admittedly, I am not someone who smokes. I'm not someone who drinks. Obviously, I've made these decisions. In my case, I've put a lot of effort into getting my brain and my body as under control as I can, so I don't really want to mess with that. Yeah, candy cigarettes for kids. Smoking is really common, and the tobacco industry lobbied to cover up studies that showed the damage that smoking and secondhand smoke did to people. It was really bad. So it's not a thing that exists in a vacuum. Soda has its problems, but like, as with coffee, as with caffeine, like, it's manageable. It only hurts yourself, and you can use it responsibly. You can do it in moderation. All right, well, we sure did go down a tangent there. But no, I don't think it's healthy to cut out any reference to the existence of alcohol. That we can thank the abstinence-only way of thinking that the Puritans and their descendants that have so much power in the US have pushed. If we just don't talk about it or acknowledge that it exists, nobody will do it. This is not how it works. It's much better to acknowledge that it exists, to talk about the ups and downs, to model healthy ways of interacting with it, engaging with it or not. You know? Tangent. That's true. We talked about this while I was playing things and fighting things. Yeah. Well, and if you have a character who smokes because it's in that character's it's in that character's personality and backstory to smoke, it makes sense. It adds reality to them. Yeah, Gibraltar, that doesn't surprise me. Like, it's a thing. But that game knows what it's doing, and it's being very intentional, and it's not glorifying things. My guess is that they at least know people who have first-hand experiences with those things. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and progress this plot a little bit. We're getting close to the end of the stream, but we might as well. Let us see if we're going to have a sad moment for Admiral Bobbery. Admiral Bobbery is allowed to drink his wine. The wine that it's a red wine. His dear departed wife was Scarlet. So you see, it's appropriate for it to be a red wine. So let's hand over the booze, shall we? See if they're actually gonna kill him, which will make me really sad and grumpy, but it'll be all right. Sniff, sniff. Oh, that distinctive bouquet. You've brought it. Gulp, slurp. Ah, this glorious flavor, dear boy. It awakens the mouth. So the sea was generous enough to deliver me this one last grace, eh? I have nothing left in this world now. Thank you for granting my last wish. Now I shall be reunited with my dear Scarlet. I suppose that makes sense. Farewell, Captain Mario. So he's dotting, and Mario and Goombella both seem a bit confused about this. I really like this song. What do you think about this as a flute duet? Think I can make that, pull that off? Maybe I'll throw that together if I've got some energy tomorrow. I've got other projects I should be working on. But that might be nice. In honor of Admiral Bobbery. What do you think? We'll take a look at it and see. I think I'm probably supposed to go back and report back to friends. I really like this. This might be my favorite song in the game because it has some really touching moments. The thing is, it would be really frustrating to have gotten attached to this guy so quickly, to have had to kind of prove to him that it's worth living and then have him die so soon afterwards. But if we reunite him, you know, if we reunite him with his one true love, I suppose that in a way makes it fair. Honestly, serious and all, I'd have to experiment a bit. How close am I? Oh, I'm about to level. I'm like tripping over a level. We're gonna do this. Probably ought to use an item. Probably ought to use items sometimes. Maybe I wouldn't be constantly running out of space and also always low on health if I used items from time to time. Don't be ridiculous. That would never happen. Okay. Missed. That's okay. Hahaha, you're on fire. Beep, 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 beep. I'm sorry, Vivian. She goes and punches the Shy Guy. Take that, Mr. Shy Guy. That's what you get. Excuse me? Damn. I'll have to get 2 more badge points if I want to be able to use the starting one, maybe. Yeah, that's why I decided to go ahead and accept this, when I decided to go ahead and fight that battle. Suppose I could unequip something else. Alright, fuzzies, whatever. Go away, you butts! Butts. I feel like... Oh, I just got a level. Yeah, I don't need to heal. Alright, we're gonna save before we continue the plot. Because it is, in fact, 10 o'clock. So it is, in fact, that time. Alright, well that was pretty exciting. We had several tangents. We talked about horror stories. We talked about whether to show alcohol and things in video games. We talked about video games. We talked about Mario. If you want to see my best photos of the sexy bomb, or no, it was a sexy chomp, sexy chain chomp, and the sexy King Boo. I posted them on our Discord, I think in the photography channel, so you can look that up. Yeah. If I've got time tomorrow, maybe I'll work on arranging that song and playing it on flute. Would you like to see that on stream? If I've got energy tomorrow during the day, just take a couple of hours, see if we can figure out how to, make it work. That might be a bit tricky, but you know what? We can figure it out. I will continue streaming this every Tuesday. We're gonna beat it eventually. We're making good progress. We got 2 levels. We moved the plot forward. We are deep in chapter 5-ish, maybe. Thursdays, I will continue playing Disco Elysium. I'm wanting to do a belated streamiversary stream. Provided my health actually holds, and I am getting better like I feel I am. So I'll keep you posted about when that may be. And then, oh, and I announced my first ever sponsored streams are coming up in early August. So I should see if I can add them to a calendar on Twitch or something, but it should be exciting. We'll see how that goes. Also, we did a creative sprint on Sunday night. If you liked that, I might do that again on Sunday nights. We'll see. We'll see how things go. But for now, I think it's time for me to shut down and maybe raid a friend or maybe do something else. So stick around. Thank you all for being here. I appreciate you so much. For our newcomers, thank you for joining. Thank you for sticking it out despite how many tangents I go on. For the return folks, it's always wonderful to see you again. Take care. Have a good night. Sleep well. If you're gonna sleep, you should probably sleep at some point. And yeah. Let's raid my friend Rob, who's still working on his partner application. All right. Good night, my friend.